Yo, what's up? This is your boy JERMZ from JERMZ Boxing, aka JERMZ the Boxing Prophet. I know I just made a video just like a little while ago, two of them. So this is gonna be my third video, so I don't look the same. Might as well just switch something up. 2 plus 1. I don't want to look the same, video. So okay, how do I look? How do I look? Like shit, boss. All right. Anyways, puta madre. Alright, I want to talk about which fight I want to talk about. What is it? Gennady Golovkin, GGG versus Nobuhiro Ishida. Nobuhiro Ishida versus Gennady Golovkin. Okay, Golovkin, Ishida. Alright, Ishida is one of those, what do you call it? A one-hit wonder. Kind of like Hasim Rahman. When Hasim Rahman threw that over, woo, and knocked out Lennox Lewis. Remember? Ever since that, he never had a shining moment except when he knocked out Cali Meehan. But Cali Meehan was Cali Meehan. Golovkin, he's one of the most solid fighters you're gonna see in a minute. You know, kind of like Keith Thurman, except Golovkin actually is one of my favorite ones. Golovkin reminds me of Costa Zoo and what's his name? Edwin Valero, rolled up into one person. That's Golovkin. He's very patient, and that one time, who was it? He was beating what's his name? Was it Rosendo? Was it Rosendo? No. It was, I forgot, the last dude, the Puerto Rican. I think it was Puerto Rican. Since Golovkin had white gloves, he was beating the other guy so much, bloody as shit, like gory, that Golovkin was fighting with a red glove and a white glove. His right glove was all red, painting the fuck out of what's his name, Rosendo, I think, Rosal, whatever his name is. But Golovkin, I love that little guy, dude. That guy he just reminds me of, like I said, Costa Zoo when he first came out, and Costa Zoo was the shit, I love Costa Zoo. So seeing somebody that kind of reminds me of that style, why not? So Ishida had that one-hit wonder when he knocked out James Kirkland. James Kirkland was overweight. We saw that. James Kirkland was going in, and actually the knockout came when James Kirkland rushed into the punch, because Ishida kind of like did a left hook jab downward. It was kind of like an awkward punch, and Kirkland put his face into it and kind of like put more mustard into it. And then Ishida took him apart when Kirkland was already hurt, when he was already destroyed. So yeah, that's not gonna do him any good. So him coming back, and who was he? Who did he face? Who did Ishida face? That right afterwards, I forgot who he faced, but he folded against the other. I forgot who it was, but anyways, it's gonna be Ishida versus Golovkin. I think Golovkin is gonna break down Ishida. Ishida is Japanese, the Japanese sensation. They call him that, but I don't think he's even close to being even a top ace here in this level of competition. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Golovkin is just gonna break him down. Round 6, he's gonna ice him with his little left straight right cross combination. I think that Golovkin is gonna just take him out. He's just gonna grab him and use him as toilet paper, and just like wipe his ass with him and just throw him out of the window. Who wipes their ass in the fucking car to throw some toilet paper out the window? Who knows? Anyways, next fight I want to talk about is Maidana versus Josesito Lopez. Okay, Josesito Lopez. Now, just because he broke Ortiz's jaw doesn't mean that he's a top ace right now. At one point, he was considered dangerous, but that was because Josesito Lopez was a little dangerous in the lower weight classes. Okay, he's going up against Maidana. Now, I would say Maidana would just dent Josesito Lopez's head. Basically reshape his skull with those thundering powers. But I can't say that anymore because Maidana had that new trainer, and ever since he got this new trainer, Maidana has trying to box now. He tries to jab, tries to cross. Maidana's not Maidana anymore. Maidana, the one I used to love, was Slugger. The guy that beat up Victor Ortiz. That's the Maidana that I love. The guy that's wild. But ever since he lost against, what was it, Amir Khan, he changed his style. He tried to He tried to be a boxer more. Therefore, he waits more. He doesn't, even when he hurts the other guy, he tries to still, keep fundamentals. Okay, yeah, that works for some people. But when you got crippling power and no speed, I think you should stick to what you know. And Josesito Lopez, he's a rugged little bastard. He will just he'll bite down. He'll go in there with you and maul with you if he has to. And he couldn't take the punches of what's his name, Canelo. Canelo was way too big. He can barely even move Canelo. But when he went up against Ortiz, he did enough to fucking wallop Ortiz. But Ortiz was kicking the shit out of him. You gotta remember that. So we never really seen Josesito Lopez. Basically, he had what you call a Mighty Mouse victory. Mighty Mouse victory. Little guy losing every fucking round and then breaks the jaw. Oh shit! I won! Okay, but not really powerful. It's not like he dominated Ortiz or anything. Mighty Mouse victory. So and then completely crippling and caving in against Canelo. He's nothing special. It's just a good victory. So I think against Maidana is eventually going to catch him with that overhand, wild looping right. And he's going to realize he's going to hurt Josesito. Josesito's going to bite down. He's going to try to war against it, but he doesn't have that eraser. And I think in some exchanges, somehow we're going to see the old Maidana come back. We're going to see Maidana come back. Please. Why? Because Josesito Lopez is going to go in there. He's going to try to fight Maidana. Maidana's going to realize that he doesn't punch hard enough. Therefore, Maidana is going to go back to his old Maidana. I hope he does. Because if he doesn't, Josesito will rough him up till the last bell. And Josesito can pull it off if Maidana doesn't pull the trigger. And Maidana has to pull the trigger because he has a tattoo of a fucking gun in his stomach. He has a tattoo right here. Pull that goddamn thing out and shoot him with it. It's no, there's no fun having a goddamn tattoo of a goddamn gun when you can't pull out and pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, Maidana is gonna have to do that, and he's gonna have to put a hole in Josesito Lopez's dome. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen, hopefully. So this is kind of like a hopeful prediction. You know what I'm saying? There's no point having a goddamn gun tattooed on your stomach and you're not gonna be able to pull it out. Okay? So Maidana, I have faith in you, and I think you're gonna come back and show us why we all fell in love with you. Okay? So that's that fight. Now, on to the next fight. Magic Hands, Malignaggi, the Magic Man, okay? The guy with the softest punching power ever since Slapsy Maxi back in the day. You remember Slapsy Maxi? You don't Google his ass. Slapsy Maxi, Malignaggi is going to fight Adrian Broner, okay? Adrian Broner is one of the most talented guys right now. He's like Mayweather, but with punching power, okay? I like Broner. Even though Mayweather's more skilled, I think I like Broner better than Mayweather because Broner is just what Mayweather wants to be. No. Broner is what Mayweather is, but with power and a lot more hitability, a lot hittable. Okay, and a lot of people hate him because he's always like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's what he does. That's his wheel. That's his Bernard Hopkins psychological mind torture right there. You know what I'm saying? Him coming into the ring with that makes the other boxer go, oh, I hate that motherfucker. I'm just gonna, look at that cocky son of a bitch. Oh, I'm gonna punch it. That's all part of the plan. Just like Muhammad Ali when he was like, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. Look at this ugly gorilla. I'm a thriller, I'm a killer. When he catch the gorilla, Nilla. He was doing the same thing, but differently. Everybody boasts same thing differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, De La Hoya used to just like, he smiled nice, and so did Shin Mosley. So people be like, oh, look at this pussy, I'm gonna knock him out. And then, here comes the left hook. Okay, so it's all smoke and mirrors to get the prey to roll in, and the predator, who's acting like a prey, is making them, get close to him and then catch you, eat you, prey on you, destroy you. Okay, so that's what what's his name Broner does. He uses his little flashiness to get into people's under their nerves, to get into their skin. Have the people be more the aggressive one, even if they're boxers. Have them chase Broner. But the thing is, Broner doesn't run. He stays right in the pocket. I'm right here, so you can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's got that Mayweather shoulder roll. Who cares if he's a wannabe? It's working for him. You know, it's working for him. He destroying, what's his name? I forgot what his shit. The Mexican dude. Anyways, I forgot his name, but dude, he's been surprising me, and I'm not gonna do the same thing that I did with Mayweather and not appreciate him, because with Mayweather, ever since he beat up Gennady, I kind of didn't like him all the way up till, you know, when he fought. I think it was with De La Hoya. I think it was when he fought Marquez. When he fought Marquez, that's when I started really paying attention to what it really is and stop. Oh no, Mosley. When he fought Mosley, I just want to start because Mosley hit him with that right and nearly knocked nearly knocked Mayweather out, and Mayweather came back in, and then another one, boom, and what happened? Mayweather adapted and won. Imagine that shit. He won. Even after he gets hurt, he comes back to adapt, and that I respect in a fighter. And ever since that, I just wish I would be appreciating Mayweather as much as I did. That's why I appreciate the Klitschko's. I've been appreciating the Klitschko's ever since the early 2000s. And guess what? I'm not upset. I've been getting what I wanted all the time because they behave exactly how they're supposed to behave. It's just like Mayweather. So now every time I see Mayweather fight, I appreciate it. You know, because we're not gonna get other boxers just as fine and sharp as Mayweather. And now that I see Broner, I see the same thing in Broner, and I'm jumping on, not the bandwagon, I'm appreciating it ever since the start. Since I first started seeing him, I think it was his pro debut. Was it his pro debut? Ever since I started seeing Broner, I knew right away what kind of fighter he was, and I jumped onto it. You know, and just to see who's going to be a bandwagon jumper. And sure enough, people started grouping him with Mayweather. And all the pack-tards who hated Mayweather are now hating Adrian Broner. Okay, so that's kind of bullshit and ignorant. And that's just got to stop in boxing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it gives guys like me, non-biased, that kind of credibility. You know, this guy loves Adrian Broner and he loves Pacquiao and he respects Mayweather, so this guy knows what he's talking about. It's not about who knows what. It's about your love, and if you're down and just accept the truth and accept things the way they are. That's basically it. Okay, anyways. Malignaggi does not have the power to hurt Broner at all, and Broner is gonna fucking treat Malignaggi the way that Amir Khan did. I don't know why Malignaggi took this fight. Malignaggi had a better chance of getting a fight against Mosley than it does against Broner, but Broner is just gonna ding him. Boom! Malignaggi's gonna. You know, making him do the flippity floppity. You know, what's his name? Broner's gonna be too strong, too solid, too fast, and Malignaggi is all he has is this. That's it. Little triple jab and then probing combos. Who probes with combinations, man? Really, that's what he is. He's a shoe shiner. Shoe shining Malignaggi. That's not going to be enough to knock out the young prospect Adrian Broner. He's not a prospect anymore, I don't think. But after walloping Malignaggi, then that's when we're going to start taking Broner seriously. Because Broner, like his last fight, when he was just straight, letting the other guy just punch, and then uppercut. And drops him. Wow. Damn. Sharpshooter. I love that. If you don't like Adrian Broner now, you gotta learn how to respect him, man. Because this guy, you don't get the guys like this. You get him once every 20 years, man. Solid. Okay? So you know, compared to Golovkin and Keith Thurman, I think Broner is the best one right now. Okay? So anyways, Marquez, Pacquiao, 5. Okay. Last time I predicted Pacquiao to knock out Marquez, I said that Marquez was declining because, you know, younger than Marquez, when Julio Cesar Chavez got knocked out by Costa Azul, was considered done and old by that time. But we got to remember, Marquez drinks PP. You know, it might have been, hey, it might help him. It might help. Hey, shit, I drink pee. I knocked out Pacquiao. Therefore, was he right? Anyways, yeah, as soon as that happened, I went to the bathroom, I filled up a fucking Gatorade bottle full of piss, started chugging that shit. I said too much. Anyways, kidding. When you get knocked out, when you get knocked out the way that Pacquiao, no, when you get knocked out, period. You see, when Cotto got knocked out by Margarito the first time, the bludgeoning, boom, boom, boom. You know the bludgeoning, the kind of like the battered wife syndrome. You know, like it's not. You see, that breaks somebody, that traumatizes a person into trying to exchange, okay? But their chin is a little sturdier. Even though they don't want to exchange much, it changes a person's characteristics. When you get knocked out by a punch you don't see coming, and then, oh shit, you get up, and oh fuck, okay? Then after that, every punch kind of wobbles you. Because somehow you don't take the punch the same way anymore. But when you get knocked out the way that Pacquiao got knocked out, where it almost breaks your spirit, every punch thereon will shock your body. I've seen it happen. When someone gets knocked out that cold, the next time they fight, you know, like when Roy Jones got knocked out like that, like not even, it wasn't even that hard. When he got knocked out like that, the next time he fought Tarver lands a little hook, and Roy Jones froze. You're like, ugh, you know? And then when he fought Green, he freezes. He fought Johnson, freezes. No matter who he fights, and then Lebedev, he freezes. Ever since that first shock, then the body remembers. The brain somehow remembers that shockwave. So when you get hit by a similar punch, your body automatically reacts to that shock. And it stiffens up. It's like a different kind of trauma that nobody talks about. Okay, I've seen it happen to the greatest boxers, and I think this is the kind of punch. Pacquiao should have retired already. When he got knocked out like that, there's something that you don't heal from those kind of punches. If he fights Marquez again, it's not going to be a fight of the year anymore. Marquez has the ability to knock out Pacquiao even earlier now, you know, because no matter what, this is Marquez's strongest weight. Even though he's slow as shit, he has Pacquiao's number. He knows exactly what punch, and that punch that he knocked down Pacquiao with is the same punch he knocked him down with in the earlier rounds. It's the same punch he knocked him around with in the first fight, the same punch that wobbled him in the second, and in the third he kept dinging him with that. So it's like, he knows how to catch Pacquiao. So if there's going to be another fight, he's going to knock down Pacquiao again and again, and he's going to knock him out. He's going to hurt Pacquiao. Pacquiao shouldn't even take this fight. This is dangerous for Pacquiao, and I think this is going to hurt his legacy, if anything. I don't see Pacquiao knocking out Marquez now. No, because Pacquiao is going to be different. It's going to be a different Pacquiao. He's not going to be mad. It's going to be a Pacquiao that's going to be trying to box more. He said it himself. He's going to try to box more. You don't box a boxer. To hurt Marquez, he's got to do what he did in the first fight. Rush him. Put him on the canvas like he did in the first round. That's basically that's what he's got to do. And like the way he did in the second fight when he knocked him down with that cross, he's got to rush him. Now, you know, because it's always, every time they both fight, it's always equal. Always equal, and then Pacquiao wins by 1 or 2 points. It's always equal. And then the third fight, you know, Marquez, you know, outboxed them, but they stole it from him. Okay? But now, basically, it's still equal. But in this one, it was still equal, but Marquez would knock him down. Still equal, knock him down. You see, the higher the weight goes, the more power Marquez packs, the harder he can punch. And they're not going to go back down. This is going to go back to junior welterweight or whatever it is, you know, the welterweight area. I think that Marquez is going to do enough to knock out Pacquiao again. I don't see any other way. I don't see Pacquiao. I'm telling you, people change. When you get knocked down that hard, that ridiculous, you're not the same anymore. Your spirit, all of a sudden, it's just different. You get punched like that, he's going to get more scared to even engage in an exchange. So, I just feel bad. I just wish that this fight didn't happen. Oh, I mean, they're supposed to have tune-up fights in Dubai before it happens. Was it something like, no, yeah. they're supposed to have a tune-up fight this year, like in September. And then they're gonna fight the fifth time in Mexico, sometime by the end of the year, maybe. But hopefully, Pacquiao, wins that. If he wins his tune-up fight, we hopefully we can find out who it is, so I can make a prediction of that. But I don't think anything's gonna happen, any different thing. So I think Marquez is gonna knock out Pacquiao for the second time in the fifth fight. That's it. That's it. I just wish it didn't happen that way. I almost hope that Marquez loses his next fight, so Pacquiao has would fight someone else, because I still like Pacquiao. You know what I mean? I want Pacquiao to come back like the way he did. This knockout against Marquez to me would just level out the playing field against both of them, and he can just go on with his own life. But considering the fact that everybody thinks that Marquez won all the fights, it's going to be harder for Pacquiao to walk away, because he only took this fight because it was a thorn in his fucking shoe, because he was tired of people talking about how he didn't win the fights, and now it's going to be a little worse. So he's not going to be able to retire right. And as a fighter, as somebody with a lot of pride, or somebody in the race, Mexicans who have a lot of pride, Filipinos the same way, I understand if Pacquiao is going to want to not retire until he faces him a fifth time. And if Pacquiao comes back and knocks out Marquez, because he wants to do to Marquez what he did to him, and he actually does something, then okay, he can retire on top. But, being knocked out like that, Pacquiao was on the floor for over a minute, still iced. I don't see any difference, so that's what's going to happen. Anyways, this is JERMZ Boxing. I got a new Facebook thing that I opened up a month ago. It's not really, I'm not really pushing it, so there's a couple friends there. Add it, JERMZ, Facebook/JERMZ Boxing. You want to listen to my music, JERMZ the rapper. All these beats that you hear, they're all mine. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any predictions that you want to hear, let me know. Remember, I uploaded 2 other videos today. With the Lucien Boutte, Nonito Donaire, Canelo, Austin Trout, Diaz, Khan, whatever. You just look it up. I just uploaded them. So anything you guys want to know about, just let me know. I feel like I covered a lot, but if you feel like I left out a few fights, just let me know. Okay, this is JERMZ, JERMZ1. I'm out.